Finally, I brought an NBA Live gamer onto my channel to discuss Elite 11 and 2K11. So who do I have with me today?
You got the infamous Prime. What's up, everybody up on the tube? And so I'm up here with Smooth so we can do it real big. So I hope y'all enjoy.
So Prime, let us know your background with NBA Live. How long have you been playing NBA Live games?
I've been playing NBA Live since Lakers vs Celtics. So I'm a veteran. I could say the last 2K I bought was 2K7. That's when Live was horrible. I've been playing Live for forever.
What I want to ask you is, when you first heard about this name change from Live to Elite, what was your first reaction to that?
I'm like, it's two feelings towards it. It's like, one is that they really desperate because they really trying to go into a different direction. But at the same time, I'm like, why would you want to change a franchise name that you didn't have for so long and it's been doing well? And why would you want to change? I mean, it's a proven name. I mean, everybody knows it just as Live, period. So why would you want to change it to Elite? Is it going to be the same game? You're just using a, different engine. That's it. But, I was kind of shocked with it. I was real shocked. But at the same time, it's like I thought it was kind of dumb. It should just stay with Live. But, hey, that's EA Sports for you.
So, has there been an explanation for why they changed names exactly?
Well, from what I've heard from basically what they changed the name because, like I said, they're going into that new direction. And, well, just to make it brief and not to just get into all detail, they scrapped basically their whole old team that was on the previous Lives. So basically, since they want to bring in all new stuff, just like prime example, if you make a company, if let's say if you got a new manager and he comes in and you got that old crew, he want to scrap that old crew and he changes the name because it's under new management. That's basically what they did. They took out the old crew, they brought in the new crew. So it's like, well, we gonna change the name, and that's basically what they did. So,
Okay.
that's basically what they did.
So what about the post game? Because that was something that everyone was saying in Live.
Right.
It wasn't good. So what have they done in Elite to make the post game better? Because last year
Well,
it was almost like it wasn't there.
right. The post game in 10 was very, very bad because it's like it's basically if you get the ball in the post or whatever, there were so many animations that you really couldn't control. So that was the one bad thing about it. So just like if you did a spin move, they'll call an offensive foul and it's not an offensive foul. They'll just do everybody would do the same fadeaway shot on a spin around. But they did have the upper under, so you was very, very limited on post moves in the game. So the post game was atrocious. I mean, you can use it. Now the post game in Elite is it's extremely good from basically what I read. I have a video and I break it down to you or basically what's in the post game. They have a whole bunch of post moves in the game, but it's basically going to be based on the physics. So they have the weight, they have defensive presence, they have to the point where it's more footwork than anything. So if that guy is slow on his feet, he's not going to be able to guard that guy in the post. If that defensive player is strong and that guy is not as strong in the post, where you have to use more of a finesse game, you'll be able to do that. So they are implementing that in the post game in Elite. There's a lot more stuff in the post game in Elite.
Because right now I'm looking at a video and I was just watching. It was like a double alley-oop. They threw an alley-oop to someone and then he got bumped and then someone else caught it and slammed it. And the sequence was good because it shows you how their physics is playing into the game. But at the same time, the sequence looks really strange. It doesn't look very fluid or realistic. It just kind of looks like it's like it's the same old Live.
I'm basically telling people don't go by those new videos because them cats didn't know what they was doing. They didn't know how to play, and they was just run up and down the court. So you can't go by that. You can't go by that. They would just run up and down.
Because on the 2K videos, the same thing. We see players that aren't good at the game, playing around and looking crazy. But even in those videos, the game looked better than the Live ones. Like the players were moving. They just looked better moving and in motion. And in Live, it just looks pretty plain and generic. Even though they have, the nice physics and all the different interactions with the ball and the players, and it can go in any different direction. So I think that's going to be a problem for Elite trying to attract
Right.
other gamers. They're going to look at that and say, I don't know, I don't really like that.
Like I said on the thing, I think EA gonna take them videos down because it's gonna give it a bad rep. Because I looked at the 2K, like the video that the one that you just put up,
Yeah.
and I really paid attention to it. 2K is looking good, and I'm gonna tell y'all again, and like I said before, what happened last year and what happened this year. Who's the key man that went back to 2K?
Mike Wayne.
Exact, Mike Wayne. And if you look at that video, if y'all watch it, what's in that game? You remember when you pointed out they got the live thing with the pick and
The
roll with
pick
the
and
sign on the
roll.
top?
Yep.
Exactly. Them mechanics that's in that game is from Mike Wayne. That's why Live
Exactly.
10 was so good. If y'all want to know some more stuff or whatever like that, and what he's doing, he's bringing stuff over into the game.
Like the
So
freestyle
what?
passing.
Right, the freestyle passing and the control mechanics. I've already said that if they get control, we're to the point where you could control your player and you can do whatever that you want. That's the thing why live is so good, because you could control what you want to do. You know,
They brought the live dribbling in there. It
right?
links up together and there's more moves and it's really nice this year. So
Yeah, but like I said, the 2K is looking real good. The only thing that I say is that they still have defensive problems in the game that I saw. There's still like when the one with Carmelo when he came around that screen, it's like he went through the body. That's gonna
yeah.
create a.
And this
But
is
then,
something that I didn't talk about, but I want to mention right now, is that in 2K, I'll probably make a video of this when the game actually comes out, but in 2K, when there's a screen being set, the screener isn't actually setting the screen on the defensive player. He's just on the court somewhere setting a screen. So like if you run a play for a baseline screen, the screener will start screening before the players even get there. You
right,
see what I'm saying? So they're not even
right.
really setting screens on the players. They're just standing somewhere in the screen position. And that's one of the reasons why the screens fail in the game. So,
Right.
but what I wanted to
Right.
talk about was that live video that was talking about jump shooting in NBA games being luck. I know you remember that video where
Right.
the guy
I
was
got it
saying
there.
that.
I got it there.
Yeah, so I have to stick up for 2K there because in 2K the jump shooting has always been about, it wasn't based on luck. It was always your ability to get the release at the right point. And depending on what difficulty setting you're playing on, the release timing is less forgiving. So what do you think about that comment when he said that NBA games, the jump shooting was based on luck? He's basically saying that live shooting was based on luck. And then he's trying to say that 2K shooting was based on luck also.
Okay. Okay. Good thing you asked me that. Now we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. Now I'm gonna get to the main stuff. David Littman, he just came over to bring the physics over to the game. The man don't know nothing about basketball. So if y'all already know about that, that man don't know nothing about basketball at all. He's a hockey man. All right. He's just bringing over the technology that the hockey game based on. So whatever that he's talking about, don't listen to him. He's whatever.
Since Elite is going away from animations and two
Right.
player animations, how do
Right.
they capture, how do you capture signature without the two player animations? Because I mean, obviously, people complain about the two player animations because sometimes you can't break out of them. There's not enough options for them. They just happen, and But 2K, they seem like they're trying to go the route where you can break out of them, and there's more than one option to each kind of animation that's going to happen. And
Right.
that's how they're going to get their signature in the game. But if live is going away from that, how are you going to capture someone getting dunked on if there's not an animation for someone getting dunked on, if it's just pure
Okay.
physics?
Okay. So this is how so y'all can understand. So I know it. What they did was they brought in NBA players. They brought up the BC, and they captured a lot of captions from each player. Just recently, Kevin Durant just went up there and did a lot of captures of doing a lot of moves and stuff like that. So Kevin Durant actually hands-on, actually looking at the game and how everything is going, and it's really looking good. So you can break out of animation. Like I say, there's no more two animations. You don't get locked in it. There's no sequence. You can't break out of it. And at the same time, if you're a defensive player, you could counteract that. The rim and the basket is going to be respected because of the physics. So if you're under the basket, you can't jump.
Makes
because
sense
you gotta
because
you right
I
you
know
gotta
you
rim
saw
it.
in that video how Kenyon Martin just kind of he was under the rim and it was like the defenders weren't even there. He just dunked it like he was in a practice gym.
Right, and that's gonna be the conflict. That's what's gonna probably be a problem with both games because people is gonna want that sense of the defense. Now you already know Elite is gonna have the defense in there because it's gonna be physical. You already know that.
In 2K10, let's say you're in the middle of an animation like a dribble move, you
Right.
can't steal the ball ever. You have to wait until the dribble move is actually over or right before they do the dribble move. Once the animation starts, you can't steal the ball no matter what. Like they have animations where you do a spin move and the defender actually blocks your spin move. But you can never steal the ball at that point. Never. It doesn't matter what you were doing. It doesn't matter if you had a help defender reaching in at that time. The ball will never come loose because of the animations. And so I'm
Okay.
wondering if 2K11 have they fixed that. And one of the things that was pretty annoying was that they had some gameplay footage, the Heat versus the Mavericks, and Dwyane
Yeah, I saw
Wade
that.
got blocked by Dirk on a fast break. And what happened was Dwyane Wade was going up for a dunk, but then his dunk animation changed to a soft layup so that Dirk could block the shot. And that was something that was happening all the time in 2K10. You would go up and do one kind of layup, and then in order for there to be a block, the game would have to literally change the layup in midair so that the block could happen. And so
Okay.
now, since I seen, since you can see that happening in the 2K11 footage, we're still going to have those problems of people blocking the ball that shouldn't be. And, I'm not really sure how that's going to work.
And that's called a predicated animation, y'all. If y'all don't know what that means, because if he said Dirk blocked Dwayne Wade, that's not gonna happen. He could contest it.
He blocked Dwyane Wade. He blocked him. Wade at first was going to go up for a dunk, and then his dunk got changed to a very soft layup so that Dirk could
Okay.
block him.
Right. That's a predicated animation. That's called and computer influences the game, which is bull. And that
It
happens.
is.
That's bull. That happens in live all the time, all the time, and that pisses me the heck off. Dirk is not
Yep.
gonna block Dwayne Wade going full force, and at him going full speed, and he gonna block it. No, and what's gonna happen is either Wade is gonna make the shot, or Dirk is gonna, it's gonna be altered, and you're gonna see a lot of body contact. Yes. Now there's certain things in 2K that sometimes that really bothers me sometimes, and a lot of gamers out there, because I played it. Now is it like a setting thing in the game where they always make all their shots and stuff? Cause I got my boy Shellac one time, and I mean he just kept on draining shots. Can you like change the settings on your ranked stuff or something like that? I don't know.
Not
Cause I
in
got
ranked, but it's all about momentum. And this is something I didn't get to talk about. I'll just talk about it right now. Is that the reason why so many contested shots go in 2K is because the game doesn't know that it's a contested shot. And the proof of this is the drills. Drills in my player, drills in association, such as the challenge shot drill or even the low
right.
post defense drill. After each possession, it'll actually say it in writing. It'll say excellent defense, average defense, poor defense, wide open. It'll say things like that. And in those drills, sometimes you would contest the shot really good and the game would say wide open minus 50 points or whatever. So it's like, wait a minute.
What?
It's like, wait a minute. I was all in his grill. I put my hand all up in there, perfect timing, and the game is telling me that he's wide open. So that's obviously why there's so many contested shots going in. It's because the game doesn't even realize the shot is being contested. So
Okay.
they have to figure out a way to make the contested shots better. Make it. If you contest a shot, it should play a role in the percentage. But if the game doesn't recognize that you're contesting a shot, it's one of the glitches. Like a lot of times you'll pull up for a jump shot and the defender will actually be behind the shooter. He'll get like sucked behind the shooter, or sometimes you contest and you jump, you like tippy toe and jump. That's not a good contest. Or sometimes you'll jump the wrong way, and so they need to get those things sorted, and the percentages shooting would be a lot better.